Hello and welcome to episode 18 of my Empyrion Galactic Survival tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on spawning into this world, the new capital vessel which we looked at in the last episode in the factory. So just to refresh your knowledge of what we did, or in case you didn't watch that episode, if I press the tab key and then go to blueprints, in the last episode I gathered all the materials, went to the factory, started to build it. It was going to take, I don't know, a long time, 30 minutes, something like that. I want to say thank you, excuse me, sorry my throat's playing up. I want to say thank you to everyone for their comments. There's been some really wonderful comments. Sorry that I only answer the comments now each Sunday. It's because I'm working much longer now, so my time is just too precious short now to even be able to respond. But I will still do it on Sundays, get through as many as I can. Anyway, so thank you for all your comments, all the helpful ones. I didn't realise that I could just simply upgrade the plates. I should have done. I know, very silly of me, but there you go, you live and learn. As long as I make the progress and can show you that. So I made a load of materials for nothing, because I don't know, I said to you in the last episode that I might make this into a ball cube, and so add loads of more blocks, hardened steel blocks, to make it into a square. But then I believe, who was it? Oh, I'm trying to remember who it was now. Tessa, I believe, commented that if I make it into a ball cube, if I add weight to it, it's not going to fly as well. But then I'm thinking that I can adjust that by putting more RCS, more engines, more of thrusters, whatever I need to get it back to its optimum performance. So I'm going to experiment with that. At the end of the day, I think that's what this series is a test run for the rest of you to see what happens if you do this or do that. Anyway, so here's that ship. It's ready for us to spawn. I only have to click on the spawn button, but I want to make sure that I'm prepared for it. My area, my base is prepared for it, because it's a big old ship now. So let's go and take a look at that. First of all, let's see if I was sorry, excuse me. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to collect. So ammunition. Before I start flying my capital vessel around, I want to make sure, excuse me, it is full of ammunition. I mean plenty. Remember, with the capital vessel, I'm not just going to be flying it around this planet. I'm also going to be flying it out to space, to the moon and the other planets. So I want to just make sure that I haven't got to worry about my guns running out of ammunition. Bugger, I haven't even got. Oh wait, now I've got some more room on here I can use. What on earth? Oh, I don't need the landing gears. So let's put my food on there. And let's just throw. What don't I need? Let's just grab them. I think that's this one empty now. Yeah. Okay, so that's one type of ammunition, but remember I'm having rocket turrets, and I think missile turrets, although I can't remember. Large ammo crate. Yeah, so I'm going to need these as well. So let's put them in there. Okay, so I'm still looking for one type of ammunition, which I must have been doing in my other large constructor, which is above ground. So let's go take a look. I think it's this one. Yeah, and that's got my cannon turrets and my rocket turrets. And the other type of ammunition which I will need is 30mm. Right, okay, but let's first, what I need to do is prepare my base for this big awesome vessel that I'm about to get. And this is just beyond cool. This is absolutely fantastic. Being able to build my own craft, fly to other worlds, it's just all good. So let's go out this door. And what I'm going to have to do, let's turn on my jetpack. What I'm going to have to do is make this base much bigger, because the capital vessel is flipping huge, and it's not going to fit. It's not going to fit on the surface that I've so far got. So, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to need to expand my base considerably. And I need to make sure that I have structural integrity this time, so it don't just collapse. Ah, I know what I should do. I'm just going to use the drone, I think. Make life so much easier. Okay, so let's just do the rest of these blocks with the drone. Okay, now what I'm doing here is I'm just going to expand my base so I have a huge area to spawn my capital vessel on. And you'll see why when I spawn it. Good job I made plenty of blocks. Now I'm going to need to make columns to support this for sure. So I will need to check it by turning on the structural integrity to show me it. Okay, so I think that should hopefully be... Oh, let's go a couple more. It's so big. You'll see. Oh, this is a little fiddly. Oh, I had it, man. That. Really, I need to do it underneath. Oh, I'll have to mine that and do it myself. Okay, let's... Okay, we nearly have a square. Let's bring this side over. Oh, blast it. I meant to do that underneath. It is a little tricksy to place them down. There we go. I think that'll do it. Right, okay, so now what I will need to do is just... I think I'm better off just using myself to do this. Just throw a load... In fact, I can do this quickly. By left clicking, keeping it pressed, and just drag the cursor. Like so. I'm going to put the light on because it's no doubt going to get dark. the rest of this finished. And what I will want to do is make sure this is reinforced. So if I do the N key and show structural integrity, let's take a look. Because when I land my capital vessel on it, I don't want it collapsing. Right, okay, that looks to be okay. I hope. We'll see. Can it support a capital vessel? We're going to find out. Right, there we go. We got a roof. I'm not going to worry about lights because thankfully it is daylight. Let's turn this off. Time to spawn our capital vessel. So what I'll do is press the tab key, go to blueprints and click spawn. Okay, it's now going to give me a big blue box, which now I can align up how my vessel is going to be placed. And I do hope this is big enough, what I've done. Oh, for goodness sake, it should be. But it don't look like it even then. This is crazy. No, I know this is big enough. Got to be. Oh, there we go. Just needed to get it right. A certain amount above the ground. Now this is going to have landing gear, so I haven't got to worry about that. And I want to put it over this corner where it's closer to the ground. And then when you're ready, left click. Like so. There we go. Capital vessel. And I managed to drop it off the side of my base. So what I'm going to have to do, the first thing is fly it onto my roof, because I want it on my roof. So let's now look at the capital vessel. For starters, how do we get into this capital vessel? Well, let's show you. This particular one, can't speak for the others. On the back, you will see there is a shutter. So you press the F key on that. How cool. And then there's the elevator, so we jump up into it, and there we go. Okay, the first thing to do is I want to fill it up with my ammunition. And the rest I will leave for the 30mm. That's the 150mm, which is for either the rockets or the cannons. I have got a couple more ammo boxes, which I am going to use. You see, there's definitely not enough space in here, not for the likes of the Gamester. Oh no, there is another ammo box there. Oh wow. Alright, maybe there is. So for now what I'll do is I'll store these other two as spares within it. And I'll store these in there for as spares as well for now. Okay, I better eat, in fact. Okay, so I want to get my capital vessel onto my roof of my base. So let's do that. First I'll need to put in some fuel cells. There we go. Definitely going to need another backup fuel tank. I would definitely recommend in your capital vessel to have 2 or 3 backups of each. Oh, you can't be serious already. Right, okay, so let's let's turn the ship on by pressing the Y key. And then the doors will work. This is just so cool, beyond belief cool. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely fantastic? Oh, I need to get oxygen. Let's put that in here as well, definitely. But yeah, and I recommend having 3 or 4 backups of everything. because when you're flying off to other worlds, yes, we're going to start new bases and fill them up with resources as backups as well, but you don't want to be caught out, and it may well need some more RCS. But look at this, never seen a gravity generator before. Isn't that cool? That's just sort of mega cool. Love it. This is so awesome, this game. And look, there's my warp drive. Beautiful. Okay, anyway, let's just quickly fly this onto my roof and see if the roof collapses. This really concerns me. Glass windows. Now, one shot from a drone or one of them nasty plasma drones or a rocket, that's just going to be blown out, and then it's going to start blowing up all of this inside, and that means my O2, my storage. So I'm thinking, this does look pretty. Doesn't it look pretty? You can see out the window and see the round you. Looks very pretty, but practically it's a very silly idea to have glass windows either side. You're welcoming the aliens to destroy them and then destroy all your interior. And it's like, here's your cockpit, so if this all gets destroyed, the head of the snake's going to get cut off, and then this ship will be useless. So I'm going to definitely fill in these windows with reinforced blocks. Definitely. Maybe 2 or 3 thick. Yeah, it might fly like a brick, but I'm going to be safe. I'm going to slap a load of guns on it as well. I'm going to test the limits, the boundaries of how much weight and how big you can build a capital vessel. So to fly this thing, see, this concerns me as well. Look at this, it's all glass. I mean, I know I've got to see outside, but I will use the external camera, I think, because one shot from a rocket and this is all gone. And then if my cockpit gets destroyed, I can't fly it. So this has got to all be reinforced. But anyway, let's jump in the pilot seat by pressing the F key, as you can see. There you go. Let's fly it up a bit now. Let's see if I can turn around. There we go. So notice how it tilts itself. You've got to be careful of that. Make sure you keep it aligned, because if it starts curving, it will fall to the ground. So anyway, try and keep it straight, that's all I'm saying. Okay, so I think this is on my roof. Let's go a little bit more forwards. Now the C key to fly down. Right, now if I press the F key to come out the cockpit, let's go take a look and see if I actually, well, what I could have done, oh, I can't remember which key it was for the external camera. For now, let's just go take a look from outside. Yeah, I've got to do a lot of work on this ship. Oh, there we go, I did land it on the roof. Just. So I'm going to need to expand the roof even more, because I can't now walk around. So I'm going to do that off camera. For now, here is my glorious capital vessel, and it's a beauty. It just needs the gamester touch. In other words, what the gamester is going to do is turn it into a flying brick, but it's going to be an armoured flying brick, and it's going to have teeth, because I'm going to put a couple more cannon turrets and a couple more rocket turrets, and then I'm going to have some real fun, because before I start flying off to the moon and other planets, I want to go and do some payback to some of the alien strongholds on this planet. But before I can do that, I'm going to have to arm it with a couple of these rocket turrets and a couple of these cannon turrets. And what I'm really interested to see is if I can destroy the defences of the alien strongholds before my ship starts taking damage from their rocket turrets and cannon turrets. I want to see if I can do it with my capital vessel, or whether I'm going to have to armour up my small vessel and use that to fly in with rocket and cannon turret. I don't know. I don't want to keep getting this broken up and destroyed. So I'm going to have to think about whether I'm going to reinforce all the window sections, the cockpit, and turn it into a cube, and then see how it flies. add it, and then see if I've got to add engines. But anyhow, here we go. We got our capital vessel. The next episode will be a continuation on of me now building onto this. So in the next episode we'll stick the turrets on and see if that's enough. Maybe I'll have 8 turrets on, 4 cannon turrets and 4 rocket turrets. I have no idea, but anyway, we'll get there in the next episode. At least I now have a glorious capital vessel. Oh, and I will extend this roof considerably. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.